Sagittarius, and welcome to your August reading. But energies are all over the place, so they don't have a calendar. So whenever you see this, it will be true for you. So let's see what August or the next weeks have in store for you, Sagittarius. I feel immediately that you have some venom or some information or a sharp tongue, Sagittarius, these next weeks. And people are cautious or afraid of being cut by these words or these truths that you share. But it doesn't feel like you are mean. It's like you are asserting boundaries, or you're fed up. You've just had enough. I think also it can be something that you see happening, like a conflict or something, but you're choosing not to engage. You're withdrawing from this. It's like, not my circus, not my monkeys. I don't give a shit. That's the sort of vibe that I get here. And yeah, you're just minding your own business. It's like there's just some conflict and chaos and drama, and a lot of it might be gossiping, but you're just withdrawing. You're not participating in this. It's like you've gone to do your own thing, or something that is yours, special to you, something that you like. It might be something about sailboats or painting or hiking. Or maybe you like rocks or archaeology or something. Or woodwork. But just something that is your interest and something that is your hobby, like you're minding your own business. I even see Lego. Please give us more cards. But I think you still get the tea. Like, either there are somebody in your circle, or there's something back and forth that, yeah, you get the tea. You're not able to separate yourself completely from it. But I feel there's this disdain or just annoyance, or just like this, like, oh, fucking idiots. Like, that you're, yeah, annoyed that this is even happening. And there's a sense that you're putting this chapter behind in August. I keep seeing painting and arts and angels. And I think you're moving on to something more mature, or a relationship or a connection. Or you're making a choice to close this off. Let's just see another one to get some more information. I think that moving forward, you are a little bit cautious and withdrawn and on guard. And that might be because you don't know who you can trust, or you don't want to get pulled into that drama, or you don't want to say something that offends somebody and it starts a whole thing. You might be walking a little bit on eggshells. Because even if you emotionally have withdrawn from the situation, it's not sure that you have been able to physically remove yourself. I think when you're retreating from this, you're doing your hobbies, you are healing, you're mending yourself, you're tending to your garden perhaps, you are nesting and decorating your house or renovating, but just minding your business and building your foundation, your stability, and your nest. and your life, and you're just doing this for you. There's this sense, I hear that nothing can grow here. That whatever that is, you know that nothing good can come out of it. Nothing fruitful will come out of it. So you have just withdrawn to tend to your own stuff and nurturing yourself and tending to yourself. So what's coming next for Sagittarius? I'm not going to pull any cards on who these people are or what this situation is or whatever, because you know, and it doesn't really matter. So because we're going to look ahead now and see what's coming for you. I think that because you have this hobby or this thing that you do here that is just your thing, it might put you in the path of somebody else that you are going to meet, a romantic person perhaps. And there might be some dating, and you might have these good feelings that start to blossom, and it might help you forget a little bit about all your problems for a while. Like, it's just something that gives you dopamine and serotonin, and it's like it's providing you a little bit of healing. You're growing on that. Like, it just gives you that rest and break from drama that you needed. And here again, look at that. It's all about that flirting and dating. If it's not with another person, it's that you feel open to explore your own emotions. Why do I react like I am? Who am I? Why do I feel these things? Why do I connect to people in certain ways? Like, you're exploring your own emotions without being deceitful and lying to yourself, or without making things look better than they are. You're just like curious and wanting to get to know yourself. And this might be travel, like you're traveling, or there's a lot of communication or something like that. I think that also some of you might look very put together on the outside, like you got your stuff together and all of that, but and you might seem a little bit tough or hard, but I think on the inside you're nostalgic. You have memories or dreams or things that you look back at that you miss, like romance or connections. There's just this contrast, like you're so put together, you're like steel on the outside, everything is to the T, but on the inside it's like this mellow, soft, emotional person. Like, there are no edges on the inside. But Sagittarius, how would anyone get to your insides? What is the road to get there? Will you reveal this? I see it's a long way. I think you might have been scared off. You might be in a phase in your life where you keep to yourself, or you are emotionally distancing yourself, at least from dating. But I think it's as if something is seeming a little bit appealing to you now, that there is something happening here, and that you might be ready to dip your toe in the water again. And yeah, to make yourself vulnerable and to go at it and risk getting hurt. It's like you come here with this Six of Wands, you're in the armor, you're high up on your horse, you're a little bit untouchable, but you step down from that horse, you strip your armor, and you're allowing somebody to have the opportunity to stab you. But I don't think you think this situation will, because the situation has a fish and a cup, and it's like it seems harmless, but you still have your guard up. Look at that, you have the sword. So intellectually you feel this situation is harmless. It's not going to disappoint you or hurt you in any way, but you still have your guard up, you know, old habits and all of that. Here's the why. I think, yeah, you have been hurt in the past, and I think many of you might have been alone for a long time, or that you haven't really had a good deep connection, a really, like a healthy connection in a long while, maybe never. And yeah, it's as if you're carrying some of these memorabilias with you, and they're horrid. It's like a skull and a bug. So those aren't good memories and good things, but they just stick to you nonetheless. And there's this sense of like really wanting to avoid being hurt like this again, or to avoid ending up in a bad situation like you have seen in your upbringing or something. Like you really want to avoid that. So yeah, it's like it's imprinted in you to avoid certain people or situation, perhaps. That might not be for all of you, obviously, but so let's see some more stuff that comes in. But I think I should wait. I see that you are approaching this situation perhaps a little bit like that green light, red light game. Like when you think nobody sees you, or you're trying to be casual about it and nonchalant, you make a move, but it's like, it's not a move. You're trying to be careful and maybe private about it. And if they, or the situation is interacting back or something, you might be a little bit aloof. Wow, this is all, there's just so much very heavy stuff. Like you have, look at that. How is that even possible? Out of 5 cards, you have 4 major arcana, Sagittarius. Like these are life burdens. It's your path. It's your timeline. Like very heavy stuff. Being isolated, being by yourself. Maybe you had to really learn how to read people and to understand people around you and how they reacted in order to protect yourself and foresee it. Like it's just that this wisdom here, it's not good wisdom. Like you would rather not have it. This is knowledge that you have because it was forced upon you. But I feel like this, going from that to the star, is this exhaustion and being so tired of being in this ice desert for so long. And here all the ice have melted and there are stars in the sky. This lantern is let loose. I think you're inside your own head, perhaps a little bit, daydreaming, or yeah, planning, or just being in your own mind. Isolating by withdrawing in your own mind. But then something happens. It's a tower moment. Something very good is coming in for you, and it catches you by surprise. Look at this. You're in this dark, in your own world, isolating perhaps, and then suddenly here comes the sun, and that might shock you a little bit, and you might close off because it was too much too fast. Perhaps it might be a good offer, a good deal, something that seems too good to be true. Who knows? But it's good stuff. But what is it about this? Yeah, well, it's as if it's none of your business. You have just taken care of yourself and asserted boundaries and cut out that toxicity. Please give some advice. Your dreams need a practical plan. Look at that, Sagittarius. That was here, you in your dream world, just being inside your own head. Whatever this is, maybe you want to buy like one of these cars that you can drive around and live in and, you know, travel across the world or learn a language. Whatever it is, you have to have a practical plan. You should do it. You should nourish your soul. Let's get another advice. Don't let pride get in your way. I hear embarrassed. Some of you might be embarrassed or think it's embarrassing. But if you don't let pride get in your way, Sagittarius, you are close to achieving your goal. Like, it's overcomable. It's not something far-fetched that isn't within reach. It is, and it's going to make you very happy. Whatever this is, let it loose. Let it out of your head and into the world. So you can, yeah, nourish yourself. So lastly, let's get one of these oracle cards. Movement. I feel as if when I just put on glasses or lenses and you have those seconds where your eyes just have to adjust because everything is disproportionate or blurry. It's just like everything is just weird. I think this is new for you, or it's a new way of behaving or relating to somebody, or it's a new way of just interacting perhaps. And it's just weird. You just need that time to adjust, and you have to do it in your own tempo. I think for some of you, there is somebody keeping an eye on you, and I feel this loving energy. They do it from a distance just to make sure that you're okay and you're doing okay. This might be a boss or a neighbor or some family members or something like that. But it feels very good and very loving. But you're moving. But let's see what this card means. And it's a new beginning because you have the 2 and the 8, and that's 1. So you're moving into something new, and you have like, are you serious? Have you seen that many major arcana? It's crazy. This is drastical for your life. You're ending a chapter here. You have that, the world, you're ending something that has been very laborsome for you, and you're entering into this new era. And you're like, what the hell is this? How do I relate to that? It's like, it's scary. Movement. You are in a time of positive forward motion. This is the time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery, and you may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home or your business. But regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward, and no matter what your inquiry, you'll see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts, and you know now the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear, Sagittarius. Let it go and move forward. How beautiful is that? This was exciting. I can't wait to read for you in September and see how things are going.